Hello, we are watching the news broadcast day and following are today's top stories.
Minister of Agriculture and Rural Development Cao Đức Phát answers National Assembly deputies' queries. Prime Minister Nguyễn Tấn Dũng receives UK Minister of State for Trade and Investment Stephen Green. Ta Luang Pagoda in Trà Vinh Province has been recognized as National Historical Site.
Minister of Agriculture and Rural Development Cao Đức Phát was the first cabinet member to appear before the legislature to answer questions on issues in his charge. At the National Assembly hearing on June 13th, he clarified ways on how to modernize agriculture, build a national brand, and new style rural areas.
Minister Phát stressed the need to reshape the structure of production, especially products of strength, enhance research and technology transfer, build integrated infrastructure and services, and encourage processing and preservation using modern technology. On developing a national brand, he said the ministry is directing research institutes to supply high-quality seeds and breeding animals, and is working with localities to assist farmers in mass production. As for credit for agriculture and rural development, Minister Phát said the sum is growing rapidly. The banking system directed the supply of credit packages for the consumption of rice, char fish, shrimp, and farmed products. Chairman of the National Assembly Nguyễn Sinh Hùng said Minister Phát had answered the questions fully and concretely. Earlier, during the question and answer session on June 12, Minister Phát focused on measures to promote agricultural production in coupled with job creation and planning for the development of modern agricultural production.
Prime Minister Nguyễn Tấn Dũng hosted a reception for United Kingdom Minister of State for Trade and Investment Stephen Green, the Lord Green of Hurst Pierpoint in Hanoi on June 12.
Prime Minister Dũng suggested Vietnam and the UK further boost cooperation in economics, trade and investment. He expressed his hope that the UK will support Vietnam in its ongoing negotiations of a free trade agreement with the EU and promote cooperation in civil aviation with the country. The Prime Minister proposed the UK increase scholarships and simplify procedures for Vietnamese students to study in the European country, while investing more in building educational institutes in Vietnam. Stephen Green said the UK will continue working closely with Vietnam to effectively implement the agreements reached by the leaders of both countries. UK businesses are interested in the Vietnamese market and hope that the Vietnamese government will create favorable conditions for them to invest in the country, especially in the fields of architecture, construction, provision of education services, and machinery manufacturing, he said. He proposed the two sides further promote cooperation in education and culture.
Vietnam will carry out 24 proposals awarded in an anti-corruption initiative program aiming to minimize corruption and increase transparency in state agencies.
The 24 best initiatives were awarded at the final round competition of the Vietnam Anti-Corruption Initiatives 2013 in Hanoi on June 12. Co-organized by the Government Inspectorate and the World Bank, the program was themed Strengthening Transparency, Public Integrity and Accountability, Minimizing Corruption. It received a total of 130 proposals from various social-political organizations, non-governmental organizations, schools, businesses, and state management agencies at grassroots level. According to organizers, a total of over $314,000 will be used for the implementation of the winning initiatives within 12 months. Vietnam Anti-Corruption Initiative Program 2013 is the second in the Vietnam Anti-Corruption Initiative series. The first program was organized in 2011 with 160 participant proposals, and the 34 best initiatives have been successfully implemented.
The Japan International Cooperation Agency will carry out a project to improve healthcare services in the northwestern provinces. The project was tabled at a conference in Hòa Bình province on June 12.
The project costs over $3.2 million, funded by the Japanese government. It will offer training courses for health workers and build information technology networks on management of the transfer of patients between local and central level hospitals in Hòa Bình, Sơn La, Điện Biên, Lai Châu, Lào Cai, and Yên Bái provinces. As part of the conference, the participants visited a project model at Hòa Bình Provincial General Hospital, which sees the decreasing number of patients transferred to central level hospitals. Earlier, the agency also helped Hòa Bình province implement a project to improve its health services.
A project on the enhancement of coordinators' capacity to support small and medium-sized Vietnamese enterprises was discussed at a recent seminar in Hanoi.
The event was organized by the Vietnamese Ministry of Planning and Investment in conjunction with the Japan International Cooperation Agency. The coordinating organizations, including provincial departments of planning and investment, will implement policies to support local enterprises in addressing difficulties. Delegates at the seminar contributed their ideas to several matters of the project regarding legal position, function, and mission of the coordinators. The project is expected to cost nearly 1.85 trillion Vietnam dong, with 135 billion Vietnam dong coming from the state budget and more than 1.4 trillion Vietnam dong sourced from the local budget. It is divided into two phases, with the first running from now until 2015 and the second from 2016 through to 2020.
Student Nguyễn Trần Thủy Tiên has become the first hearing impaired in Vietnam to receive the World Deaf Leadership, a prestigious full scholarship funded by the Japanese Nippon Foundation. The scholarship is aimed at equipping the deaf with leadership skills.
The award ceremony was jointly held by the Dong Nai University's Research Center for Deaf Cultural Promotion and the U.S. Consulate General in Ho Chi Minh City on June 12. Tiên will be placed at an $117,000 master course for the deaf offered by the U.S. University of Gallaudet, together with 10 other winners around the world. In addition, she will enjoy a 2-year period of probation with salary in Vietnam after graduation. I want to bring into full play knowledge and skills I gained in the U.S. to create opportunities and jobs for the deaf. I will partner with fellow hearing-impaired people to have improved conditions for our community. According to Dr. James Clady Goodwood, Director of an Education Project for the Deaf in Vietnam, the scholarship will equip hearing-impaired students in many countries with basic skills to become a leader of the deaf, an important factor in changing the community's awareness of those people. Since 1993, 180 hearing-impaired students from 50 countries in the world have received the World Deaf Leadership Scholarships to study at University of Gallaudet.
A pagoda built nearly 200 years ago in Vĩnh Long Commune, Duyên Hải District, Chao Vinh Province, received a certificate recognizing it as a National Historical Site on June 12.
Ta Lôn, or Tekinasakor in the Khmer language, was not only center for religious activities of Khmer ethnic people, but also a secret revolutionary base for the Vietnamese Revolution during the wartime. Monks, nuns, and Buddhist followers organized and took part in 60 mass demonstrations against war and mobilized hundreds of puppet soldiers to defect from their troops. The site became the target in bombardments and was seriously damaged during the U.S. bomb raids in May 1964. However, with the unyielding spirit, monks and Buddhist followers were determined to protect the pagoda. On this occasion, the Provincial People's Committee presented a certificate of merit to the pagoda's monks, nuns, and management board for their contributions to preserving the site.
And that concludes our news today. Thanks for watching and goodbye for now.